Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Janiece, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing all my tips and tricks, basically the ultimate YouTube starter pack. I'm spilling all the tea. If you've been thinking of starting a YouTube channel, or if you already have a YouTube channel and you want to keep growing, you want to learn more, you want to gain new skills, then I hope this video is very helpful to you. I'm going to try my best. I've had a channel since 2019, so it's definitely been a minute. Across the line I've learned a lot of new things when it comes to having a channel and managing your channel and all of that. So I'm going to be spilling all the tea. I mean, it's not tea, I'm just going to be sharing you guys all my tips and tricks that I feel like would be helpful to anyone new at this whole YouTube thing, or even if you've been using YouTube for a while. I feel like some of the things I'm going to share can still be helpful, because I didn't know this when I was starting. Some of these things are pretty new in my YouTube journey, so I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this video is helpful, and yeah, keep watching and I'm going to try my best. I have my iPad, I have all my notes, so settle down guys, buckle your seatbelts because class is in session. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to having a channel. Now, creating the channel is the easy part. Managing the channel is when it can get a bit challenging. It can be complicated. I remember at the beginning I had no clue what was going on. Okay, I just wanted to post a video and go my way. I didn't want to think about my analytics, my this, my that, my subscriber count, nothing. Okay, it can be a bit stressful. However, it doesn't have to be. When it comes to managing my channel, the first thing you need to know and have is YouTube Studio. That is the OG. Okay, you need to have YouTube Studio. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't have YouTube Studio, how? I don't know if it will even work out for you, but how? You can use YouTube Studio on your browser, or you can use it on the app. I do both, but it's very convenient to have it on the app because I can be lying in bed and looking at my subscriber count, my channel analytics, my watch time, my views, my estimated revenue. It shows you all of that. It's very, I think you have to explore with it. You have to play around with the app or on the browser. You have to just look at what it has to offer, and then it can be very easy to use. It's user friendly as well, which is great. So on YouTube Studio you have the dashboard, and that is where you just see the basic analytics of your channel. So if you go to like your content and then you select a video, you can see how that video is doing. So per video you also get like a ranking. So if you upload a video, you see it compared to the past 10 videos you've uploaded, how well that video is performing within that time frame. So if you upload a video, you can see, okay, this video is number 1 out of the past 10 videos, which means that video is doing extremely well on your channel. Or the video is number 10, which means not as much viewers are watching that video. So you can see, okay, they don't really like this video. You can also see your demographics, so you can see where your audience is from, how old they are, what time do they watch your videos. You can see all that information, and it can be very helpful, so you can create content with all that in mind. If I know, okay, I don't have any French subscribers, why would I sit here and make a whole video in French? Something like that. I mean, I don't speak French, but that's just an example. So yeah, that is it with YouTube Studio. There's a lot more to it, but you're going to have to kind of like see for yourself. We're still on managing my content, and aside YouTube Studio, something else I've been using is Tubebuddy. Tubebuddy is actually new to me. I didn't know about it till very recently. I've started using it for my channel, and it's basically a more advanced version of tracking your content and tracking your analytics and all of that. So Tubebuddy is basically a browser extension. You can use it on Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. So for example, this is my channel, and the channelytics that you can see is not from YouTube. It's actually from Tubebuddy. So here they're showing me some basic stats of my channel, and when I go to the Tubebuddy icon, which is there once you download the browser extension, you can see like the dashboard, analytics, all of that. My favorite thing about Tubebuddy are the extension tools. So they have like keyword explorers. You can search like really good and trending keywords that you can add to your tags, so it makes it easier for people to find your videos if you want to get more views. You can also look at like the best time to publish. They have like video topic planners. They even have like YouTube shorts recommendations. Personally, I like it because of their SEO studio. So I'm just going to take you guys through build a perfect searchable title, description, and tags for your video. So it just helps you find the right words to use to make your videos, you know, get more views. This video I'm filming right now, I'm just going to do like YouTube tricks. So now on the right side, there's a Tubebuddy SEO score. So that is just a score, and this score can get a lot better. So YouTube tricks is not a very attractive title, and on the right side you can see how to improve your scores. If I made my title something like the ultimate YouTube guide, and then maybe into bracket I wrote tips and tricks. As you can see, my score is now 86%, and that is just from the title alone. So you can, you know, edit your description as well. Next, you can go ahead and go to tags. You just go through and see what relates to your video and what doesn't. And so now my score is 90%. So you can go on and now you can do the thumbnail. Over here, you can see like thumbnails that are related to your content. You can see other people that are creating content similar to this and what thumbnails they are using. So here are some videos about like how to start a YouTube channel, how I shoot high quality videos on YouTube, and you can see what type of, you know, thumbnails they are using, and you can see the views they got as well. And the great thing is you can save this to drafts and use it later, or you can immediately put this on a video. If you're thinking of using Tubebuddy for your channel, I would recommend it. It's a very helpful tool. I will have a link that you can use in my description box, and I will earn a small commission if you do decide to use my link. Now that we've spoken about managing your channel, I want to go ahead and talk about filming. Now, when it comes to filming, you have to be very mindful about the equipment you're using. Currently for this video, I'm using my camera, and my camera is a Sony ZV-1. I will put a picture on the screen, and I'm also using my mini tripod, and I'm using my mic. So this is the mic I use. It's the Deity D4 Duo, and I got all my equipment basically from Amazon. You can get it from wherever. I do recommend this camera just because it's a very compact, simple, and affordable camera for beginners. Before I was using this camera, I was using the Canon G7X Mark II. Unfortunately, it stopped working, but it was also a very good camera. And before that, I was using my iPhone. So I still use my iPhone. This is my iPhone 12. I still use it to film sometimes when I go out in public and I do not want to pull out a whole camera. I use my iPhone to vlog. And the great thing about the iPhone is it's still very great in creating content during the day. You need a very good light so as to get good quality, you know, content on your iPhone, because if you're just using it without a good light source, it could be daytime, it could be the sun, or having an extra light source, which I'll talk about, then your iPhone is just great. You know, it works perfectly fine for creating content. As a beginner, you do not need to jump into getting a camera right away. Next is your light source. Right now I'm using a natural light because it's still very bright outside, and my camera films very good even when it's dark, so that's enough for me. If it was very dark and I wanted an extra light source, I do have two soft boxes. This is what they look like, and I got those off Amazon as well. They are very cheap options on there. You can also get a ring light or even a portable light. I have like this small light that I use like when I go out and, you know, I want to create content and I just want to have, maybe I want to take pictures and it's nighttime. That is also really great as well for creating content if you don't want to spend, you know, a lot of money. I would say you should also have a good tripod. I'm using my mini tripod now, but aside that, I have a big tripod as well if I was filming content where the mini tripod, because right now my mini tripod is on my table. If I didn't have that option, I have my big tripod that I can use. You should invest in a good tripod. If you don't have money to get a tripod right away, that's fine. I didn't start off with the tripod. Find some things to prop your phone against. You know, you can stack up some books, whatever you can. Be creative, be crafty, okay? Honestly, you don't need to spend money in the beginning. Just start with what you have. Now that I've spoken about filming, I want to talk about editing. I feel like I get the most questions with editing because, you know, if it's not something you've done before, it can be a little intimidating. When I first started YouTube, I was filming on my iPhone and I was editing everything on iMovie, and it worked okay. For the beginning, it was fine. It can get quite annoying because of storage space and all of that on your iPhone. It's not the most convenient, but if that's what you have at the moment, you can try that. Currently, I use Wondershare Filmora to edit, and I use that on my Windows laptop. But I use Filmora and it's a really great editing tool. You do have to pay for it though. You can use it for free, but then there would be a watermark. So if you want to use a watermark free, you do have to pay for it, and I believe it's yearly. It's once a year, and I really like it. I've been using it for quite a while now, over a year I think, and it's been very great for me. You know, I have no issues with it. For music is where you want to be very cautious with YouTube, because, you know, copyright claims. You know, in the beginning you may think you don't care because you're not making any money, but once you start making that money, you're going to wish that you didn't use copyright music on your videos. Be careful with the music you use. Make sure you're getting it from authentic sources, because I still have problems to this day, because when I first started, I was getting copyright free music from like sketchy sources. After a few years, all the owners of the music go ahead and copyright the music, and it doesn't matter if it wasn't copyrighted when you used it. If they decide to copyright it in a few years, you're going to get a copyright strike. And I still deal with getting copyright strikes for videos I uploaded in 2019 and 2020 because I wasn't using copyright free music from the right sources. So my advice, okay, use music from YouTube Studio. It's free, it's easy. You know, they have a lot of options. If you do want more options though, I use Epidemic Sound. It is a little bit pricey because I have to pay monthly for it, and I do think it's quite pricey, but personally I like to have the options to choose from for my YouTube videos, and they have a lot of options. When it comes to options, you know, they are very great with that, and you don't have to worry about getting a copyright strike in the future, because you get a license. Once you pay, you get a license for the music that you use and all of that. So if that's something you would want to try, you can check out Epidemic Sounds. There are other sources out there. Just do your research and be sure that they are indeed copyright free. Let's talk about thumbnails. It's like the first attention grab. Okay, you want to make sure your thumbnails are not too overbearing to look at. They're simple enough but attractive enough to attract viewers. For me, what I used to make my thumbnails is I would usually pause during my video, like something like this. I would stop and I would pause, something like that, because I know for the thumbnail of this video I'm going to put up like a picture of a camera, a tripod, editing softwares, things like that. So it's basically me holding things up, or just because I know I want to be in the middle, I will just stop and smile. So depending on what the video is, you should kind of have an idea of what the thumbnail is going to be. I typically just pause and I take a screenshot because I'm using my camera. The quality would still be good. If you want, you can take actual pictures for your thumbnails. I do that sometimes, but I'm too lazy to do that all the time. But yeah, and I edit the picture itself on Lightroom to kind of edit like the lighting, the contrast, stuff like that. Now making the thumbnail, if I'm making a grid, I use PixArt, and then adding text and stuff like that, I use Canva. So you can just play around with different editing tools and see which one you like best. On Canva there are also a lot of templates you can use, which is really great. If you're running out of ideas, you can use Canva. Of course, there are a lot more things that go into YouTube. The whole creative process is another thing on its own, but I don't want to go into that. This is just like the techie part of it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful to you. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, I'll be back with more videos. Peace.